I think when you get a healthy baby, you know, you're bloody lucky anyway, you know what I mean? It's a cliche, but I can remember when she first came out and the midwife, you know, had swaddled her all up and placed her down there, and, you know, we were just looking at her head, just kind of like that, crying with gear all over her and stuff, and I was just laughing. And then when we went back up to the nursery and she took her out of the wrap, and she really inspected everything on her, made sure all of her fingers, 5 toes on each hand, they're not webbed, there's no skin connected to each other. And she said to me in the end, the most important thing, all the holes are in the right place. So she had a look at the bottom and the, you know, lady bits and the mouth and the nose, and she said, what we're worried about if we saw a hole at the back of the spine. And it just hit me. I just went, yeah, that would just be gut-wrenching for anybody when the baby arrives and there's a problem. When you get a healthy one, like I said, you're just so bloody lucky. And you just count your lucky stars, and she's perfect. No, yeah, you spend half of your adult life trying not to have a child, and then you get married or you meet the partner of your dreams and you fall in love, and you think, the both of you say, let's have a baby, you know, let's create the greatest thing that we can both do together. And it doesn't happen, you know, like we've all got friends who have gone through that. We've all got friends who have gone through IVF. I mean, for us, you know, like we were lucky because it happened and it worked, and you know, it was an exciting time. But yeah, my heart goes out to so many of my friends, you know, not just a couple. You know, there are plenty who aren't as lucky. I think staying on top of things is, you know, challenging enough. I'm a guy who likes a routine. You know, like I was kind of institutionalised in a private school system for 11 years. So, you know, like I knew when to get up, I knew when to go to school, I knew when to do my work, I knew when to go and play sport. I quite like a routine. And my line of work, I'm lucky right now because I work in a job where I go to a studio Monday to Friday from, say, 10 till 3, and that's my routine. Everything outside of that is just consumed with the family. The challenges, I suppose, are in my old life when, you know, we didn't have a child. I could go paddling when I wanted, I could go surfing when I wanted, I could, you know, hit the cans with the boys and, you know, not worry about, you know, going home too late, you know. I'd always be up for anything like that. I think the challenges when you're a new father is, you can go and do that if you've got an understanding wife, but dude, it's going to be punishing for you because that baby's going to get up the moment you fall asleep, and guess what? You're probably going to get up. Elbow to say, go and sort her out. That's a challenge, you know. That's not something I think at my age, you know, at 43, I'm not the young spring chicken who's going to bound out of bed and be able to deal with that. I'll moan and I'll probably dry reach, you know, if I get a stinker nappy and a gut full of beer, I'll probably spew. And there has been one situation where I did do that, but I won't tell my wife that. Yeah, they're challenges. You're challenged in the fact that your old life comes more intermittently now, you know, it's not something that you do all the time. Your number one priority is your family, and your number one priority is making sure that, you know, you're doing it together and you're doing a good job.